One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Seminoles have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Give to the running back. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage. The first play does nothing. Let's talk about Alabama. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
Looking downfield, it's Simpson. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Great place to start for this offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. First play of the drive comes from the 22.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
The give is to Miller. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to throw, it's Simpson. Caught over the middle, it's Horton. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the Doak. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go.
Oh, those are those where you're just looking at your hands. Left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Dang it, I should have caught that. Nice play, break on the football. Could have been a house call. That could have been a game changer, but just couldn't secure the interception.
Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Making side adjustments here. The give on the inside. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play. Some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and it's just a great history at Florida State. They've been up and down in the recent history, but this team back in the day, man, Doak was rocking. Everybody wanted to be a Florida State Seminole.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window, and the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And here's a fumble way behind the line. They'll get to keep possession, but man, do they have a long way to go after that fumble threw them in reverse. And the Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Power football with the run. Oh, a lot of space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama built its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
To the air, it's Simpson. Here comes the heat. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has sent him up at the 41-yard line.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll run it from the gun. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Seminoles send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They'll try the run. Finds his way for three after the 33.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw at Simpson. Snagged in the middle. It's Cuevas. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He leaves it with the back. Gets it past the marker. He's got 43 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
From the red zone, looking for a man. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
This should be the last play of the quarter. The give to the back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Lets it go to the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Bringing it back.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Grabbed in the middle. It's McCoy. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Now, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Oh, he's got a chance. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with work done, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Seminoles kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He'll throw it. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. He wants it all. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Running back searching for a hole. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
The Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. The offense will take advantage of the penalty. The Noles will try to put one on the board on first and goal. The give to Davis. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Off play action. Here's a heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And I want to be aggressive in these situations. When I got second and goal, I want to go out and try to get that touchdown. But I do like how he didn't force the ball into coverage, didn't make a big mistake, throw a turnover in this area. You want to make sure you can guarantee points. You still got third and goal coming up, and if you want to go for it on fourth.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. Fielded in the end zone, it's Adams. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, the give, looking for room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. He now has 74 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. They'll ride the hot hand.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Simpson. Right on the money. He smashes his way through again. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
They send the tight end in motion. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. There he goes. Lots of running room. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bama! One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Fielded in the end zone. It's Blackwell. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on first down. Got a man. It's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Throws to the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. And the Knowles really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll send the back in motion. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Got it in the middle. It's Bernard. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. Guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Finds his man, it's Bernard. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. Now up by 7 points here in the second. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it out. It's Blackwell. He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone, but he'll go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll start this third quarter with a run. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Release to the back. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. His receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up for this offense.
Here comes that Alabama offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off play action on 1st down. Pressure coming. Gets it out quickly.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Pocket breaking down. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And the Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Picks up the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
forward, this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
The Seminoles have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He unleashes a long one. Intercepted deep in his own end. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Second interception of the day for the Seminoles. It's like they've run a secondary out there with Deion Sanders, Terrell Buckley, and Lee Corso.
And what is Deion say?
Got room on the return. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Defense looks like they're coming. Now they'll run it to the right here. Pick up a 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Makes the catch. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on move, Jesse. Just another good one. Another good one. Another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
Trying play action. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize on getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's going to take off.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And the Seminoles come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Runs through the tackle. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The hand to the running back. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Oh, and they almost had another one, and this defense is dialed in, man. The interception on the last possession, almost another one there. They've got a really good read on this passing game.
The Noles will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a 1st down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game.
Turning on the Jets. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Working that left side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Gave the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Buys a little time. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit, because the throw's got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that 1st down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these 3rd downs present themselves.
Is on its way. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And as he throws, makes the grab. That That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw. He's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a on that play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Under fire. He spins that thing down the middle.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Going right to work up top. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in a sudden change situation.
The give is to Williams. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Knowles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Tight end now in motion. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Running to Green. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. There he goes. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Alabama! And they've moved out 4th.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
He'll bring it out. It's Blackwell. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. Unloads to the right. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead. Get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh... Wants to go up top on first down. Steps away to find some room. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Seminoles are in the hurry-up.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch him sleeping.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
And the Seminoles need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The Seminoles will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. A low line drive and short kick. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Makes the grab. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here in this offense play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2.
If Be interesting to see what the head coach wants to do here, guys. Of course, you just got stopped trying to run the football down close on 3rd down. Now it's 4th and goal, but you're on the 2-yard line. Do you have confidence in your guys up front to get it done?
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Georgia is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Matthew Stafford and Stetson Bennett among the greats to play in Athens. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Oregon. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And the Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Bringing the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
This quarterback showing a lot of resiliency here on this drive because 1st down he got sacked, 2nd in California. He's able to scramble, and while he didn't get the 1st down, he's able to get a little bit of it back, and he's made this 3rd down manageable now. Let's see if he can make another play here and keep his offense on the field.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking down the middle. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in a 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football. So faster guys, good job that time getting to the ball, knocking it away, forcing the incompletion. You stay in this personnel grouping if you're on defense.
There's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in...
It's a seam wide open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week.